Hi there folks, I'm sure all you FPS gamers are familiar with the M134 minigun and its handheld brother, the DeGroote's tactical minigun.
Well, we wanted to build a one-of-a-kind gaming rig, and this is what we came up with. The Minigun Gaming Computer, with custom open-air design and hardline liquid cooling incorporated into the barrel structure. Stay tuned with us and see how this bad boy came together. We decided to go with a red and black color theme for this build, and also wanted to try out AMD's line of products, which happens to be red and black for their theme. So, AMD it is. The processor in this build is an AMD FX 8320 mounted on an Asus 970 chipset motherboard. We added 16 gigs of DDR3 RAM and a RX 480 graphics card made by MSI. Liquid cooling is a core feature of this build, so we wanted to use rigid tubing with a D5 pump reservoir combo running through the 240mm radiator.
So we needed a custom chassis to mount everything on and decided to use square tubing to give that real minigun look. By doing some creative bending and some welding to support the computer components, we created a frame that everything will be able to mount onto. We didn't want to mount the motherboard directly onto the steel frame, so we used some acrylic sheet to form a base for the motherboard that we could then attach to the frame.
The power supply had to be modified slightly by drilling some mounting holes through the side cover and bolting it down directly onto the chassis. We had to make some special mounts for the graphics card as well, so that it would mount horizontally instead of vertically. We also used a PCI riser cable to make this possible. For the handle, we grabbed an old joystick and modified it to fit onto the chassis. We thought a cool touch would be to mount the power button on the handle like a trigger. We added a flip cover to stop friends from accidentally powering us off during the middle of a game with a, "Hey, what's this button do?"
Placing the radiator toward the front gave us good airflow for the fans, and the exhaust from the fans also helped to cool the barrels a little. To represent the motor on the real minigun, we used a cylindrical reservoir and pump to hold the coolant. This also mounted directly onto the chassis along the back side with a custom mounting plate. With the chassis all complete, it was time for some painting. Using several coats of a high quality hammer finish black spray paint, we're now ready to start finally mounting all the components onto the chassis.
The barrel is definitely the trickiest part, mainly because we wanted it to be somewhat functional as well as cosmetic. The idea was to run the coolant through all of the barrels, allowing it to cool a little before hitting the radiator. Not sure how much this really cools it, but it looks great. To make this work, we had to machine some connectors with O-rings and build and attach channel blocks to connect the tubes in a low profile manner. So now the liquid can run up and down the 6 barrels. We added some barrel support plates and a flash suppressor with fake barrel extensions to look like the real deal.
Cable management was also tricky, as there are not many places to hide cables in an open concept build like this. We found the best place was underneath the motherboard, using some stick-on zip tie mounts. We also hid the 500GB SSD underneath there too.
With everything connected up, it was time to fill the cooling loop and check for leaks. In keeping with the red and black theme, we used a red dye and distilled water for the cooling liquid. With no leaks detected, we were good to go.
Our minigun gaming rig. Even I'm better at Counter-Strike with this baby.
Yeah, maybe not. Anyways, we hope you enjoyed watching this build come to life. Definitely our most challenging one so far. So if you liked it, please subscribe, like, check out our other videos, and stay tuned for more to come.